News, we're back with another video on Ark Survival Ascended news. Today we're going to talk about the last few community crunches and a new creature that's been revealed with a slight change to the design, which we want to look at right now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like button, and a little public announcement if you haven't watched the channel for a while because we haven't been uploading. In the description of this video there will be a link to an unlisted video explaining my reasonings for not uploading anymore. If you're interested, if you're a long time viewer and you just want to know why I've just fell off the place, just fell off Earth. This was Earth. If you believe in flat Earth, this is the edge of Earth, and I fell off it. I'm now floating in space. Why am I saying that? I don't know. Anyway, if you care about that, link in the description to the unlisted video where I talk about it. This is the new creature that is coming to the center. The center's dropping June the 4th, one day after the birth of Bean. Weirdly enough, my birthday is always the time of year where wildcard release new stuff. It's pretty fun. But yeah, 4th of June, the center's coming out with this guy, which I believe was needed for the center anyway. My timeline's a bit messed up. I've not really kept in it, but I believe this creature was told this isn't coming to the center. It was originally a center one. It's not coming to the center, and now it is coming to the center. I don't know. I've not been keeping up with it. But it's another. We're getting quite a few water creatures. Also in this community crunch, we had a little video play for two new creatures. I'm not going to try and pronounce these, but they look like little big ass piranhas. Not little piranhas. Big ass piranhas. Big thieves. That's probably simplifying it way too much. It looks really goofy. The video's playing now. You can make your own mind up. I think it looks really goofy. The way that it opens its mouth and pushes forward. I do like the fact that it can flop over land like a magic carp. I like that quite a lot. And then this guy. Ceratosaurus, I think this one is. And I've watched both without reading, and I've just watched. From what I understand, it's a fast carnivore that has the raw ability to herd other dinos. Cool. I don't know. It's another carnivore. What do you want from me? And of course, more premium mods, which as I predicted in the past, and I feel like this is the case, no one's really playing premium mods. I've even been the consensus on the comments of this video. Most premium mods are too expensive. I cannot afford 10 euros for each mod, and most of them are incomplete. I think that's an accurate summary. There's a lot of new developers, new mod developers coming out to put into the game because you never get paid. They're releasing basically started projects for a premium amount. Sure, I'm not buying any premium mods. I don't play the game enough to buy premium mods. I don't care. But premium mods for cross-platform is now a thing, so you can spend more money on Wildcard's game. Anyway, back to this creature, this beautiful thing right here. I look at it, it's a sea creature. But did you know that this is not the original design? And there was actually some challenges that Wildcard had to face and recoding certain aspects so they can make this work. Originally, if we can find the concept art. So I don't know if you remember, this was sort of the concept art that I remember seeing at the time, is that this creature would become a sort of a submarine creature. Okay, and this was the original concept where it's on the back. You can carry dinos within the cargo underwater. You sort of can. It's basically like a platform saddle for the sea. It's a submarine. You can live in there. You've got all your stuff in there. Really cool idea. And this was the look of it. As you can see from the photo, this is what they've come out with. Interesting. The reason for this is it was apparently quite difficult to code and get it to work with the submarine-esque type part where you're going to sit with your dinos being on the top of the creature. Okay? And which I completely understand. Apparently, they put a little example in here of why they've done it this way. The two key areas to resolve related to making sure the saddle actually functioned like a submarine, i.e. keeping water out, while the creature moved, etc., and how players and creatures moved inside the sub itself. The first challenge required both a shift in overall design in the saddle and the tech solution, as we learned pretty quickly that having it on top of the creature wasn't going to be viable, so we had to redesign it under the Sashta. I don't know how to pronounce this, I'm butchering this. Instead, this change allowed us to ensure that we can keep the water outside of the saddle at all times and also eliminate the edge casing related to the submarine. Okay. So, a little bit of an example there. They found it too difficult to produce it in a way where it wouldn't mess around with the game too much being out of water and in water. I guess it was a bit weird where if you was floating at the top of your creature, it would be out of water. But then I guess the coding messed up or something, and if it went back underwater, you'd get drowned in. I don't know. I'm not a coder. I just play games. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fundamentally, the design changed. So the sub part of the creature is now underneath the creature, which leads me to ask a few questions just from my small brain. The sub was to carry creatures, and as you can see in this picture here, there's a theory in the bottom of the sub. How do we get the creatures in the sub if it's underwater? So this creature can't come out of water. It's a sea creature. So when this creature's floating at the top, and that sub is not going to be near land because it's basically going to be underneath. So you're not even going to be able to get close to banks because of how low it's going to be. How are you going to get your creatures in there? This is the question that I asked myself. Also, how are you going to get in there? Because I assume that you'll be riding the top, because at the top of the creature, there is a saddle. So you can ride the top, and you can be in the submarine. So I'm assuming that you can't ride the creature while in the submarine. You can't steer it. That might be false. I don't know. There might be something in there that you can. False news. But from my understanding, the way I'm looking at into it is that you got a saddle at the top to drive it around, and then you have to get into the sub. I'm guessing you just press a button and you go into the sub, which is going to break the immersion. Not that Arcs are super immersion game, but you know, it's going to break the immersion because technically it's impossible. You can't get down there unless it uses some tech to teleport you from the top to the bottom underwater. In that case, I want to see water in there when I'm doing that. Nevertheless, it looks pretty cool. It's got homing missiles. It's going to be a tech tier saddle. I assume you're going to have a regular tier saddle just to float around with it in the game. Ultimately, it is a platform saddle for this creature. This creature, I reckon, is going to be pretty useless without it. It's just going to have high HP. You're going to be able to just swim around in it, have your small base in there. That's how I think it's going to work. It looks really cool. I like the concept. I don't know how you get creatures in there. I guess cryo in. I guess it's going to have like a cryo fridge mounted in there or something. That's the only thing I can think of. And how are you going to get in there? You've got to go from the top of the thing to the bottom, assumingly without jumping off it, swimming down, and then going in. That would be pretty cool. I would actually deal with that. If you had to jump off the creature, swim underneath, and then get in and then enter it, I would be fine with that. The creatures, though, I don't know how you're going to get the creatures in there. Anyway, it doesn't look super big. That's pretty much the Arc news I want to talk about, is that I really like the concept. It's weird. They've had to change a few things. They've had issues with coding it, which may be why it was going to be delayed or whatever, and then ultimately they decided to change the design. I don't know, but this is it. Let me know your thoughts on this. This is the Arc news. That is the new Satchta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm sure that I will not play with it because I haven't played Arc probably for a little while. So hopefully you're enjoying it though. Let me know in the comment section if you yourself is playing this game. You're really enjoying it still. I miss Ark Survival Evolved, I'm not gonna lie. This new one runs like poop on my PC. Make sure to check out the link in the description if you want to know what's happened to my life. It's not super interesting, don't worry. You're not missing anything. But if you are a long-term supporter and you want to know what's happening, then I appreciate if you just spend the obscene amount of time to watch that video. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Have a good day.